Okay, welcome back to another episode of Hustle History, quickly becoming my favorite content to record. I love looking back at businesses that are absolutely changing the world right now, but where they started. And this episode is a really interesting one. So, this business was founded by a guy called Ivan Chinard. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but who knows? I did my research, we'll have to see. Comment in the sections below and let me know. Maybe I got it wrong. Chenard, at the age of 16, was an obsessive rock climbing enthusiast, but he experienced some frustration with his equipment. Now, the soft iron pitons that were used for rock climbing at the time were one use only, and he believed that he could make them better and stronger and that they could be reused, but he didn't actually know how. And this is the part that I think is quite kind of impressive at that young age. He decided that he should become a blacksmith so that he could forge his own pitons that were better, not single use, more affordable, and stronger. So he did. And the local climbing community near him kind of got wind of this, started using them, absolutely loved them, started buying them from him at a more affordable price, better quality, longer lasting. And they started coming to him, and word spread. So Chenard built a business. He launched Chenard's Equipment. And in the late 50s, this business started, but would eventually become what is now called Black Diamond Equipment, which we will get to in a second. And his whole idea was to help people adopt an attitude towards sustainable gear with as little or no harm to the environment. And that sentiment, if you're paying attention, goes through into today's company, which we will get to shortly. So Chenard's Equipment started opening up new dealers, launching retail outlets, hiring new people. They saw 50% year-on-year growth, which is booming. But the company ran into financial trouble when the American economy hit a recession. There was also the added trouble that they were growing for the sake of growth, as many young businesses do. You get excited and you grow because you think you should. And ultimately, sales hit a wall. And the company went bankrupt. For the first time in their history, they also had to make human resource cuts, laying off 20% of their staff. And in early 1989, after several product liability lawsuits and a continued lack of profitability, Chenard placed the company into Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Then, alongside that, Black Diamond Equipment was founded on December 1st, 1989, when the assets of Chenard's Equipment were purchased by a group of former employees from Chenard's Equipment. Now, this sounds like a dramatic turn of events, but it actually worked out pretty well, and you'll find out why very shortly. So Chenard's Equipment ended up becoming Black Diamond. And that business now runs and is a separate entity, but Chenard wasn't over. Going back to 1970, Chenard had visited Scotland and returned home with a brightly colored rugby shirt. And if you've ever worn a rugby shirt or felt one, they're very thick, very utility focused. The one that he brought back was blue with a yellow and red stripe, much like the one you see over here. He saw the function of the shirt over the fashion, but climbers around him saw both. And this was really interesting. At the time, there were no stores in the US selling colorful sportswear for men that was also functional. And this item sparked an idea, and for Chenard. He then spun out this business because they started looking at clothing as tools. He found this really interesting niche that would stick with the company for a while. The company that they founded was Patagonia. And Patagonia is an incredible business. They still drive home the environmentally friendly nature of their company. It's the kind of company where if the surf is up, literally if the surf is up, they close down and they expect everyone to go surfing, go to the beach and have a good time. They also hope that you as the customer don't buy too many things from them, which sounds bonkers, but they would rather you repair the old things you've bought. So if you buy a jacket from them, they want it to last for years and years and years. And if it gets a little rip in it, they will actually repair it for you for a nominal fee so that you don't have to go out and waste and buy something new. And I absolutely love that. And that mantra is only going to get more popular in the coming decades as our environment comes under more and more strain. And it's proven to be valuable for Chenard and Patagonia. He is worth over $1.5 billion. The company generates $250 million in revenue every year and more, and they employ almost 1,000 people around the world. Now, that is not just a crazy hustle story, but it's a crazy hustle story built over many, many, many years, nearly 60 years. It's a family owned and run business. His daughter took control of the company and ran it for a long time. And they just do such cool things. It just goes to show that the things you are passionate about can become side hustles, can turn into businesses, can succeed and then fail and then something else be born out of it. And that's not inspiration for you, then I don't know what is. This has been another episode of the Hustle History. Comment below. Tell me what companies you would like to know the hustle history of, and we'll add it to the list of episodes that we do. But for now, if you like this video, please like and subscribe and share it with a budding entrepreneur so they get inspired to build their own businesses. Until next time, just remember, it's up to you to do the work.